Hello there, friends. Duke of Haze here. This video is a long time coming. I don't have a script. I hate writing scripts. I hate writing in general. If I liked writing, I would have probably gone into higher academics and gotten a PhD and all that. But writing is, well, it's necessary in a lot of higher education, but that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But I am Duke of Haze. Like I said, this video has been a long time coming. I got in my head about it because I don't know. I thought that first of all, thank you for 100 subscribers. That's what this is. This is thank you for me hitting. That's a milestone for me. I'm a nobody from New Mexico, so I never would have thought that 100. But I didn't allow myself to feel proud of that achievement because I don't know, 100 is nothing in the grand scheme of things. And so I thought that, who am I to celebrate that? Who am I to feel proud about that? Well, who I am is a grad school dropout. I dropped out of grad school in 2017, so I've been out of school for 9 years at this point. No, not nine, 7. Don't know where the fudge that came from. Um, I was in grad school for TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. I had wanted to be an English teacher, for foreign students coming to university. And at the end of that semester, basically my instructors told us that they were downsizing the department and they weren't sure they were going to have jobs. So my career prospects were kind of non-existent. That time I haven't checked again. I haven't considered going. I mean, I've considered going back, but I don't know if I've seriously considered going back to grad school. It's, I don't know. I've had enough of school, I feel, but we'll see how this pans out and how well this is received and what I plan to do for the future of this channel, just because frankly, my content is a relic from a bygone era. 12 years ago, it was super commonplace to see what I do, and it was, this low effort. I realize that it's low effort. I'm not going to act like it's not this low effort. Just record and you hear my voice and very little editing. That was something that was all the rage 12 years ago, and I completely missed the boat because I was an undergrad 12 years ago. I was still in school. I still thought that I was going to do what everybody wanted me to do, which was to get a degree, go to college, get a well-paying job. And I don't know, COVID kind of opened my eyes to how people really feel about educators and how underappreciated, undervalued the fact that educators have to basically also become amateur adult film stars on the side to make ends meet because they don't get paid enough. And that's a divisive thing. People will always talk about why they don't deserve to be paid or blah, 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 blah. People who have never taken any courses on how to be a teacher will sit there and try and tell you why your job isn't as valuable as it is. But that's with any profession, and people are going to be stupid regardless of how you feel about something. So it's not really worth me getting into that. But this, like I said, is something that should have come a long time ago when we hit this milestone. So I really do thank you for that. Now, for the future, I need to start putting more effort into my videos. That's just the long and short of it, right now I'm in the middle of a weight loss journey. I'm not gonna be. I don't know. I just imagine in my head like not another lol cow as the title, right? And me actually losing the weight. Spoiler, I've already been doing it for a week just because I needed to prove to myself that I could do it for a week, and I'm already down 9 pounds. So, I plan to do it for another 7 weeks. So 8 weeks of strict dieting, and then a cheat day, pretty much, and then 4 weeks cheat, 8 weeks until I'm down to the weight that I want. And I've never been lower than 200. Well, never is a strong word. I haven't been lower than 200 pounds probably since I was like 12, probably. I was like 198 when I was 12. I was a very chubby boy. I've been chubby my whole life. And so, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, this year I turned 36. It's 2024, year of the dragon. I don't know how much I believe in, or how much stock I put into that sort of superstition, but I was born in the year of the dragon. It's another year of the dragon, and it's supposed to be my year, right? My year. Me and everybody else who was born in 1988 or in the year of the dragon. But I don't know. Something just clicked in me to want to get into shape, lose weight. So here we are. I'm gonna start that. I don't know how to go about that sort of thing. I don't know what people expect of you in terms of content. Like, my meals are very boring. They're very much the same thing over and over. I'll have a 3 egg omelet with like 3 strips of bacon, half of an avocado, if we have avocados, and then like also I intermittent fast. I don't have my first meal until 2 p.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time. That's 7 hours behind GMT. And so I'll have my first meal, and then like maybe an hour, hour and a half later, I'll have a snack, which is usually like a serving of cottage cheese and sugar-free Jello. And then I'll have my dinner, which is either chicken breast and salad or a hamburger patty and steamed vegetables with like some melted cheese on top. And that's what I eat like every day, every other day. It's very dieting sucks. I will say that I have not felt so miserable as well. I've probably felt worse, but it's, you don't feel good when you're doing a strict diet. It's like, I don't know, not fun. Like dieting's, I don't think dieting's meant to be fun. It's a penance for my lack of control my whole life, pretty much. So, but yeah, I know that my hair is, it's not washed. I showered yesterday. I haven't showered yet today. But if I keep putting excuses in front of me to not get this video done, then it'll never get done. Like, I'll find excuses to not get this video done. And sorry, I have to kind of put this microphone like really close to me. I'm soft spoken, so you don't really get to see my whole face, my whole round, admittedly tired looking face. I cannot believe I'm already 36. Where does the time go? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me what you expect of, if this isn't your cup of tea and you were here for mostly World of Warcraft videos. I'm not done making World of Warcraft videos, but I do realize that they're not very good guides, which is what I've called them this whole time. I've called them guides when they're really just me leveling through the content. I don't really guide you through anything, and most of the time I'm just pissed off because there are other people playing, or whatever irrational reason I'm deciding to be angry. So I realize that I have to put more effort into my videos, and I have to get in the habit of maybe doing post commentary and all that, and especially with something like World of Warcraft, where there are long stretches of things that are just boring to watch. Like, leveling is fun if you enjoy going from weak to strong. Like, if you like that feeling of progression, and I want to get into this, I want to make my first analytical type of video. I don't really want to call it a video essay because I'm not trying to make a point. Whenever you do an essay, it's because you're trying to convince somebody of your thesis, right? And I don't think I have a thesis for that sort of video. It's just me analyzing what I find fun about it. It's going to be a very subjective video, but also there are going to be lots of objective things in it, like how leveling used to be and what it's become. And so that'll get worked on eventually. I was in the process of writing a script, but like I said, I'm not very... I could write a script and make it sound over the top and very flowery. Like, I could do a flowery script, but I don't know if people appreciate that or if they appreciate a more realistic approach to speaking, because there's flowery writing and then there's less flowery writing when it comes to that sort of thing. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that out for myself, and if people like it, then I'll make more like it. If they don't like it, then I'll adjust and move forward. But if you like that part of your character's progression, that part of starting at level 1 and going to max level, then you should level. But that's the point I'm going to make for that video, and I really shouldn't get too much into it. But point being, the World of Warcraft videos are not going anywhere. I just think that also I will start playing other games again. I've been wanting to play other games again. I took a break from streaming on Twitch because I got tired of playing WoW. I like it a lot, right? But it's not something that you... Well, I don't know. It's not something that I can personally focus solely on. I get really bored when it comes, like, if I have to do the same thing over and over. And that's why in the past, like, dieting has been hard for me. It's just this time around I have goals in my mind that I want to meet, and I cannot meet those goals if I continue to eat unhealthy and be unhealthy. So that's why dieting is working for me, even though it's repetitive. But with something that I'm doing, like, for fun, a lot of the times, and just hanging out with people, I need to not be bored, because the streaming game is quite different when it comes to, like, recording a video. Like, any long well, I don't know how much editing I'll do on this video, but, like, I can edit out, like, you know, when I had to shush my cat, or I had to stop him from basically biting my other cat's neck, because I don't know why he was doing that. He does that a lot. He's a very aggressive D-bag sometimes. He can be the sweetest boy, but he's also an aggressive boy. Again, I also have ADD, I think, because I just go off on tangents. I'm sorry. Anyway, I will be playing other games. I want to do Divine Divinity. I was in for a very short amount, a brief period of time. I get in these moods of playing games, and I want to do... All of the Divine Divinity walkthroughs I've seen are, like, not good. They're from, like, 12 years ago at this point, and they're not very informative. So I think I want to kind of do Divine Divinity, Beyond Divinity, Divinity 2, DOS 1, DOS 2, I think. We'll see. But I think all of those gameplay videos, either they're going to be on this channel, or I'm going to repurpose the Duke Does WoW channel into our gameplay channel, and this will be more for long form content. I don't know. maybe I'll just put everything all on one channel, even though everybody suggests against that. They don't want you to lump all of your content into one place because it's not good for being discovered by people. So maybe I will leave this channel for more long form and like video diaries or vlogs. Not really vlogs, I don't do vlogs. I'm not an interesting enough person to do a vlog because my days are very similar to one another, so I don't think that that would be successful for me. But I do want to document my weight loss journey. Either today or tomorrow I'll film a weekly weigh-in. When I was at the doctor last week, I weighed 231 pounds. Today, this morning, I'm down to 222.4. So that's a 9-pound loss so far, which I feel good about, but I'll feel really good with myself once I get lower than 220. Like, for my first major weight loss goal, I want to get down to 200. So I'm not gonna cheat. Hand over my heart, I make this promise to you and to myself that I'm not gonna cheat until 7 weeks from now. So the only thing I have to do is come up with an exercise regimen that I like. I'm probably gonna lift weights later and do some squats and all that jazz later. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna go about filming that. I mean, I have my phone. I guess I could film it on my phone and then send it to my computer somehow and do that. But that's what I plan for that. So I'll probably make a dedicated video to me starting that after this update video, I think, just because they're kind of intertwined with one another, I guess. But yeah, I haven't really talked about my story, why I'm choosing weight loss, and maybe I'll do that more in the weight loss video. But like I said, everybody who followed me and everybody who watches my videos, like, this was owed to them, and I shouldn't have gotten in my head about not being good enough to celebrate 100 subs when there are lots of channels out there who don't have 100 subs. And I do have to say thank you. And the fact that, I think his name is Tommy K. I got 5 subs thanks to him because I don't know how it happened. I went and saw the live stream where he came upon one of my videos randomly. I think someone in his audience either sent it to him as a joke or legitimately liked watching me. I'm not quite sure what the reason behind it was, but this Tommy K person is like huge compared to me, like 5,000 times the subs, right? Is that how the math works? It might be 50,000 times the subs because I only have 100, so 50,000 plus 2 zeros, yeah, that's no, he has 10 times the subs as me. 500 times. I'm sorry, my brain, I'm ADD. That's not important. Dude has 500k subs. I have 134 currently. Thank you for my most current subscriber, by the way. And I don't know. First, I was in my feelings about it because, like, I think he was German. He had a German accent, and he was like, "Oh, come on, guys, come on, everybody, be nice. Go comment and subscribe." And so 5 people subbed as I don't know if it was whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter if it was done out of pity, if it was done out of a joke, whether people thought I was a lol cow, which I hope I'm not considered a lol cow. I don't read comments just because I know that I would become a lol cow if I read comments and reacted to them. Like, just because I don't know if I can take that yet. I probably, it's gotten a little easier. Like, when I see a dislike on a video, it used to feel so much more worse. Now it doesn't feel quite as bad. It still feels bad, but it is what it is. People are going to do what they do, and that's their prerogative, and I just have to deal with it. But it got to the point where I'm an anxious person, so it got to the point where I turned off notifications for comments and stuff. So when this Tommy K person came and had all of his followers be nice, I didn't even know what happened until all of a sudden I was checking my YouTube analytics and I saw a string of new comments and I was like, what the hell happened? Like, and in my mind I'm like, okay, so some big content creator must have like stumbled onto my stuff, and I was just thinking like, oh god, this is gonna be a shitstorm because the internet hates on dudes who look like me. Like, if you're fat, oh lord help you. Like, they hate on every kind of person, right? Like, it doesn't matter. You could be, well, if I was an immaculate god, fitness god, maybe you would get less heat from people, but I'm a chubby dude who is soft-spoken, and I look like every basement dwelling. You know, they hand this shit out at the basement dweller store. They give you the goatee with the glasses and the hair. And I realize that, you know, all I need is a fedora and I'll be like every fucking Reddit user you can possibly imagine in your brain. Stereotypical Reddit user. Let's put that at the forefront. Like, people, I think, often conflate stereotypes with how people actually are. And so we have to be clear about that. Like, I'm a stereotypical video game nerd. I live at home with my mother. Like I said, I failed to launch. It's just me and her. My dad died in 2021. That was a whole experience. I'll probably get that into, like, maybe I'll do a video diary and talk more about myself in that regard. But this is just, it's probably going on a little too long because the point of the video was to say thank you for the 100 subs and to thank Tommy K. He didn't have to do that, but he did, and it was really nice of him. It wasn't done in malice. It may have been done kind of as a joke because he said, you know, something about, let's do our meme where we're really nice to, you know, these people. But I read that as, let's be really nice to this person who's smaller than me and has no chance of being as popular as I am. He didn't say that. That's how I took it. So it's just me. It's just me not used to that kind of attention. It's just me, like, not expecting this out of nowhere to happen. But the right thing to do is to say thank you because I got 5 subs out of it. So thank you. And to those 5 subs, thank you for sticking around. Nobody unsubbed after the fact, so those 5 people must have liked what I do or don't really care, obviously, but I have to say thank you for that. And just to say where the future of this channel is going, Duke of Hate, like, it has to be better. Like, and I appreciate the people who like me for me. At least that's what I assume, right? You wouldn't sub unless you liked what you saw. And I'm going to do better, and hopefully you'll stick around, and the edited videos will still be to your liking. It's still going to be me, but it's going to be an experiment because I have to find my own style. Many of these highly edited videos follow a formula. They all recycle the same memes, the same sound clips. I don't even know who that old British guy who says Noise is, and the only reason I know who he is because of the meme about him. What he's actually really famous for no longer exists because internet culture got a hold of him. Like the guy who, the TED Talk guy, Harold. Like, he's now famous for being the dying inside meme as opposed to what he's actually famous for. I think was he a chemist? I think he was like a really renowned scientist from, like, he fled from the USSR or something. I'm not entirely sure. I might just be pulling that out of my butt. But point being, I have to find my own editing style. I do have that, like, that mentality where I'll just put in clips and stuff like that from, like, Simpsons and other pop culture references. I just have to, one step at a time, find the clips. But thank you. I hope you stick around. It's probably going to go from daily uploads to when the video is done. I don't know if it's going to be a weekly, monthly. I will try. For the video diaries, I should at least do those once a week, I think. The weight loss journey, that's going to be a weekly video, a weekly weigh-in video. For sure, those two things will be weekly. But the daily uploads will probably cease. I wanted to finish this last MOP remix, Journey on the Warrior, from 1 to 70. I'm sorry that it wasn't very informative. It was just me bitching about a bunch of random things and questing through Mists of Pandaria zones. But maybe as a redemption before MOP remix is done, I'll do one final series and actually go through and talk about, because you still have 42 days, so I should probably get on that sooner rather than later. But I will try to be more guide focused, because I wanted to be a teacher, right? I like educating people. It's just that I've realized that the conventional avenue of teaching people is not for me, just because while I don't mind going to like a classroom and being there with students, I don't like the fact that you're so expendable. Like, people don't care about how little you're paid, and they don't care about how much work you actually have to do for how little you're paid. So it's not for me in that way. But I will, like I said, we'll try the more highly edited videos, and that'll probably be put on Duke of Haze Plays. This will be more for, like I said, not actual gameplay, but like maybe video game analysis, reviews, I think, yes, lore discussions. So please look forward to it. Please stick around, and thanks for watching, guys.